number one, in all three phases of the game, I thought we played well. You know, offensively, we made plays. Some plays weren't within the scope of things. We had kids making plays, and that's what you want to see. You know, when things are disruptive, if you're able to make plays, when things don't actually go the right way for you up front or in the secondary, and guys are getting open on scramble drill, those are the things I was happy with. The shots we took offensively in one-on-one situations where our guys were winning the 50-50 balls. So I thought defensively we played tremendous against a team that somewhat at times knocks you on your heels because they run so many gadget plays, you know. And I thought last year we made the mistake of trying to prepare for every gadget play in the book, and we became somewhat passive defensively. Today I thought we played aggressively defensively, and our philosophy going in was stop the trick play before it happens. And if they were going to run a double pass or whatever they wanted to do was to get in there. So again, I thought you know, defensively did a nice job of creating turnovers. You know, again, the young freshman comes up with a big pick at a big time. You know, we made a couple big plays special teams wise in the fake punt and the block punt. We're close to breaking some returns. Hopefully we can get some continuity there. But overall, it was just a great team effort. I can't, you know, look at one group. I thought O-line, we played well. We won the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. And thus the outcome. Meaning when you're dominant up front, you're going to be able to blow people out because our playmakers are able to get in space and make plays. And so, you know, there were some things that we had in the game plan that after we just really didn't do them. Yeah. You know, we just stayed with some basic stuff. And that's me as a play caller or whatever you want to say. I was just like, hey, let's stay with what's working. And, you know, what gave us a big advantage was we came out the game in double tights and they tried to play us man-to-man, and our tight ends are different than other tight ends. Our tight ends are athletic and they can run. And so where a lot of people that utilize tight ends, everything's being caught going towards the line, going towards the sidelines. You know, our tight ends catch the ball more vertically than probably most people see.
Zach, another 300-yard passing game for you, and you had most of that in the first half. And what did you see out there? It looked like you were hitting some open guys and throwing some guys open.
Yeah, pretty much what Coach Wall was just talking about. They tried to come out and play us in man, which they did, and we ran a bunch of good man beaters with Thomas down here on a couple vertical concepts, a couple switch concepts that actually opened up really well for us when we were able to hit them, and then those guys were able to run with the ball after to get a lot of yards. So everyone was just clicking from that aspect. We were in the right situation to make the plays, and we did. So, you know, shout out to those guys for doing what they do.
Do you feel like you have more playmakers this year, or do you just have more guys making plays? Or
I don't know if it's necessarily if we had, as you know, this year, last year, or I just think we have a bunch of dudes that are confident right now, and a bunch of guys that know how good this offensive unit is and how good we can be, you know, every game. So I just think it's a bunch of guys that are hungry and want to, you know, give their part. You know, everybody wants to chip in and do what they do, and you know, that's what makes us special offensively, I think, is we have a bunch of guys that can do that from all different areas, from tailback to wide out to tight end. So.
And speaking of tight ends, Thomas, stats, 7 catches, 148 yards. Bud would be proud.
Yeah.
Talk about the transition from Brook to Wake Forest back to West Liberty. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, it hasn't always been easy, but I'm happy I'm here. I mean, I just take it day by day. I enjoyed here, having a good time. Met a lot of good guys. The team accepted me as soon as I got in here, and just looking forward now.
Do you like, because one of the things, and like Coach Weinlein was saying, you're kind of a matchup nightmare for people in this league. That's a 6'5" tight end that can run. You know, what are you looking for out there on the field, and do you have confidence, like when you're lining up and you see a certain alignment, do you feel like, yeah, this is going to go?
Yeah, I mean, I like play against man-to-man defense. I feel like I can beat a lot of guys just with my route running and my speed, and like you were saying, today Zach found me, every time I was open. I can't ask for more than that. Offensive line gave him enough time to pass me the ball, pass other guys the ball. We made plays, like Coach was saying. That's all we had to do.
And this is for either one of you guys, but come off of last week at state, you know, a little bit disappointed. This, you know, obviously bounced back very impressively today. Is this something you can build on going forward?
Yeah, I think it definitely is. You know, Coach Wall always talks about each week going 1-0, but now our philosophy is, you know, not 1-0, let's go 2-0, and let's go next week and get a win and get to 2-0 from this point. So we're definitely looking to, you know, come off of this win and carry it into next week and for the rest of the season. So.
Coach Wiley, any final thoughts?
No, I mean, we just, again, I'll go back to it. We got to believe we can do it before we can get it done. And I know I got a good football team. I just got to get that play out of them on a consistent level. I mean, we're not. You know, you can be sitting in this chair, you know, probably 5-1 as easy as 3-3, and same thing 1-5. On this level, such a fine line between winning and losing, and it all comes. Winning's an attitude. Winning is understanding that you can do this and not having any no doubt. And we got to get the doubt out of our minds that we can go and score on any play. We can grind it out. That's the one thing about us offensively, is that we are able to do a lot of different things. We've gone on long drives, we've gone on short drives, we've made big plays, we've matriculated the ball down the field, and, you know, defensively is, you know, I hate to, you know, from 20-20, I thought we got better today, but I know I can count on our red zone defense. It's going to be tough for people to score against us. And, you know, offensively with this many playmakers, we can get some matchups we need to on the goal line. I think that's why we've been so efficient in red zone. You know, and, you know, I think this was the first time we've been stopped in the red zone today on the first game, and if I was in the stats, I probably would have kicked the field goal. But I'm not in the stats. I want to score touchdowns and I want to win.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Great job.